Alright, game on. Just played this game against Edric, Blade of the Legion. Kind of mediocre red-white commander, I guess. Although, it's one of those things, one of those cards that tends to be decent against Edric. Just on the very strength that it's indestructible and tends to come with a lot of weenies and burn and stuff. I've got a draw that's borderline keepable, but it does have Strip Mine to slow him down, as well as Remand, and of course if I hit a green mana, both Sylvan Library and Bird's Paradise. And the deck has plenty of green sources, so I feel confident I can take it. Merchant Scroll, even additional protection to get either Force of Will or to get Brainstorm, if we're going slow. This plays land. Aha! Green mana acquired. Unfortunately, it's the slow kind. As much as I'd like to just play a Strip Mine here and Remand, I decided to just play that instead, given that he's not threatening anything next turn. And I'm rewarded for that decision when he plays another land. Tapped. Mana Drain. Just going to kill his land now and play Sylvan. Doe. Disenchant in hand. Very unfortunate. Now I'm feeling a little more iffy about my hand. I decide I'm just going to wait here, even though I want to put the bird out. I really don't want him to get his guy on board, or anything worse. Even though I do have opposition, I don't know when the third land's going to show up. It could be a while, and I could be taking a lot of unnecessary damage. He just sort of strikes me as the kind of guy who's going to tap out on turn 4 if he does have a land. Sure enough, there's this guy. Sometimes you just got to read the opponent. And some opponents, KG savvy opponents, will just do nothing if they see you stall on land like that and not play a third land with 7 cards in your hand. But some people can't resist, and he just seemed like one of them. There's a forest. Alright, so we're in business here. We do have to tap out for a turn, but we're tapping out to cast a Merchant Scroll for Force of Will, because I have superfluous blue cards in my hand right now. I recast this guy. We're definitely going to just force that. The fact that he played a Tectonic Edge here makes me feel like he doesn't have 6 land either. Alright, so we're just going with the Edric plan here, just to draw a card. And I figure if he does have a 6 land, he replays his guy, I'm going to be able to clamp down with opposition and protect it with Forbid. But he's got swords also. How annoying. But he doesn't have his 6 land. My read there was correct also. He's got a Darksteel Ingot, and he casts Rough, which is pretty rough to face when you're playing Edric. I'm so glad he played that there versus, say, 5-6 turns later, when it would have been totally devastating. He could have kept the swords, I guess, too, unless he just top-decked the Rough. Anyway, annoying. So I draw Mana Leak, which is nice. We're just going to chill here. Edric. Leaked. Because I'm waiting for a juicier target with my Mana Leak. With my Mana Drain. I certainly could have Mana Drained there, and I would have had a total of 7, but realistically, I don't have a creature to attack with right away, and I couldn't even cast Edric and still keep my Forbid up if I used the Mana Drain, so I decided that it's better to just leak and wait to counter something bigger. So we're just going to chill here. Unfortunately, I can't even play my Bloom Tender, and now he goes to burn away the bird. Things are getting desperate. So we are going to Forbid with buyback. And the question is, what do you throw away? If you knew the deck well, this is a long-term solution to Edric and anything else he might be doing, as well as this annoying land here. So in my opinion, this is mandatory. I definitely want the Bloom Tender. Mana Drain, no-brainer. And that narrows things down considerably to both Birthing Pod and Mystical Tutor. So that's what we're going to throw away. I think that Forbid is such a high-skill card, not only just for the times when you have to figure out when to just cast it as a hard counter and not buying it back, but buying it back correctly, predicting exactly what you're going to be needing over the next few turns. This card's just completely amazing. I think the better you are as a player, the better you know your deck, the better Forbid gets. I see people misplaying it all the time. Sword of Fire and Ice. Still nothing. So now he's playing this guy, and I'm again tempted to counter it with Mana Drain, and I'm thinking, well, okay, what's the worst scenario here, right? He's got this Slayer's Stronghold thing. He can make this thing 4-3 haste. Well, I'm at 41. Big deal. He's not breaking an artifact with it, so we can handle it. Plus, it's going to require him to tap 3 mana a turn if he wants to really abuse it, so we're not going to counter it. And Flooded Strand, yes. Okay, now I can play my Bloom Tender at least. And he sees this opening right here. And watch this. I see him tapping all this mana. I'm thinking, Tajic is coming down again for 7. But then he taps 8. I'm thinking, what the hell? A Chroma. Yum, yum. And there I am, dutifully rewarded for being patient with the mana drain. He comes in for 2. And look at this. Top deck Arayo. Exactly 8 mana. And I look at this really quickly, do the math in my head, and go, oh my goodness. Cast Arayo, cast Sword, cast Edric, cast Opposition. All the mana used, tapped out completely, flip Arayo, Edric in play. Game over. So beautiful. I love those moments in Magic where just everything works out perfectly. Where you wait on your card, wait for it, use it at exactly the right moment to maximum effect, and just lock the game up completely. That's the reason why we play this game, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you soon.